Hey guys, it's Justine and welcome to another health and fitness vlog. If you want to lose weight, maintain weight, or make a lifestyle change, then you are on the right channel. What is up everyone? It's April and I am so excited. I know I say that I'm excited like every vlog, but legit, today I am so excited because I decided to start a series called Build Healthy Habits with Me. So what is this series all about, really? Well, it's basically building healthy habits. We're gonna be dealing with your dietary and eating habits, your workout, feelings and emotions, and organization. So why these? Well, because these are the core foundations of a healthy lifestyle. And this is going to be for the whole month of February. And since I upload once a week, so we get to have 4 episodes of this series. So that's gonna be 1 episode or vlog for each of the areas that I mentioned. Today is episode 1 and we're going to be talking about your eating and dietary habits. When we say dietary habits, these are your food choices. And when we say eating habits, it's your schedule and the quantity of food you eat. So, are you ready to build healthy habits with me? So, advice number 1 is eat fruits and vegetables every day. I know that this is taught to us in kindergarten, but I just really want to repeat it again because of its importance. Adults nowadays are so busy, we tend to forget these two, and most of us really just depend on takeout, on fast food, and instant processed food. I included this advice because really, fruits and vegetables are a good source of vitamins and minerals. So I included this advice and I'm going to be helping you how you can incorporate fruits and vegetables into your meals every day. A way for you to include fruits and vegetables into your meals, maybe try 1 fruit per meal or eat it before your meal. If you're not the type of person, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna think of what you eat every day for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for example, your breakfast, you're a cereal type of person, so maybe include a fruit in your cereal, and you can also do smoothies. So for your vegetables, try to look for recipes that you can include or combine it with meat. Really, you don't have to just eat salad every day just so you can have vegetables. I mean, if you hate it, just freaking don't. I mean, I don't even have salad as my meal. That's torture. It's only appetizer. So if you can't eat your fruits and vegetables alone, look for ways you can incorporate these. Advice number 2 is consume the 3 macronutrients: your carbohydrates, your protein, and fats. Okay, so when we talk about this advice, let's focus on your dietary habits, your food choices. So your choices of carbohydrates, fats, and protein. First, let's talk about your good carbohydrates. I know that some good carbohydrates are expensive, but there are really cheap ones and accessible. Your brown rice, your whole grain and whole wheat bread, cassava, sweet potato, and plantain. And if you're in the Philippines, you don't really have an excuse because these 3 are so accessible. You can buy sweet potato, cassava, and plantain in your local supermarket. Also, don't be afraid to eat white rice, pasta, and other kinds of bread. This won't make you fat. I just want to clear this up because I can see like a lot of people, if they're trying to lose weight, they're gonna say, I'm not gonna eat white rice. Really, that is not a good way for you to lose weight. As I mentioned on this vlog, you need carbohydrates, okay? If that's what's available to you, then eat white rice. Only thing that you should note is that you know how to control yourself and you know how to make this a healthy meal. If white rice or like maybe even pasta is what's available to you, it's what you have, then add fresh food, fresh ingredients, maybe fresh tomatoes, broccoli, chicken breast, add spices, garlic, onion. Now let's talk protein. So what are your sources of protein? You have red meat, poultry, eggs, tofu, seafood, legumes. You have a lot of choices. And since we're talking about our dietary habits, so we're going to be choosing our good sources of protein. So for better health, try to consume different sources of protein. Try a variety of them. Don't just stick to red meat or legumes. Well, unless you're vegetarian or vegan, it's okay. Consuming different sources of protein gives you a higher chance of getting enough protein, and also it maximizes your chance of reaping the benefits other than protein. Now let's talk fats. So what are your sources of fat? You have animal fat, fresh or cow's milk, cheese, and different kinds of oil. And again, since we're talking about your dietary habits here, you need to know which ones are good fats and which ones are bad fats. So to give you an idea, you can get good fats from olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fish. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't consume other fats, okay? It's okay to have cheese, it's okay to have fresh milk, butter, but be mindful when consuming these because they're high in saturated fat, which means they can increase your bad cholesterol. Another thing to note is that your saturated fats, your fresh milk, cheese, butter, and your unsaturated fats, olive oil, nuts, seeds, fish, are natural fats. The fat that you should avoid is called trans fat. It's an artificial fat. This is found in fast food and processed food. Advice number 3 is plan your meals. Now that you know that you need to consume your fruits and vegetables and your 3 macronutrients, a way for you to track these is through meal planning. When it comes to meal planning, have a meal plan for every week, and you can do like meal planning every Saturday or Sunday, or it depends on you when your week starts. So you plan your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. And not only that, you also plan your snacks. So why is meal planning so important? Well, because it's a way for you to avoid eating unhealthy, unnecessary food. Okay? It sets your mind that this is what you should only eat. And I know that days are, unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe your parents are gonna order outside, or someone's gonna visit you and bring you food. But at least it makes you a bit mindful, and it reminds you that you have a plan to stick to. Not just that, when you have a meal plan, your week is gonna be easier. Trust me, because you won't need to think of what food are you gonna eat every time the moment you wake up. All you have to do is cook the damn thing. Now, some of you might not be in control of what your meals are gonna be like every day. Maybe you can start with planning your snacks. But if you can, and you're in control of what you eat every day, you have the availability and you have the luxury, please do so. Try to plan your meals and really learn cooking because it's really a good skill. Advice number 4 is don't skip meals. Unless you're doing intermittent fasting, well, that's okay. But skipping meals when you already ate breakfast, you're gonna skip lunch and then eat dinner? No. This will only make things worse for you. You're gonna binge eat eventually, you're depriving yourself, and you won't have energy. I really have nothing to say much about this advice. It's just very straightforward. Don't skip your meals. And now that I told you that you need to plan your meals, so see the importance of a meal plan. If you have that, you won't let yourself starve, and it will remind you to eat. Advice number 5 is drink 2 liters of water every day. I know we're talking about food here, but I just really want to include your water intake. Now that it's summer here in the Philippines, you're gonna be freaking dehydrated if you don't drink enough water. And not just during summer, you need water because you need to digest your food and for you to eliminate your waste. I really hate to say this, but you need to freaking pee and poop, man. I'm gonna be giving you an advice on how to achieve 2 liters of water every day. For me, I have this tumbler and I carry this with me all the time. And this is 500 ml, so I drink 2 of these in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. So that makes a total of 2 liters. So if you also have a tumbler, then use it, measure it, or anything that's available to you, maybe even a glass. Just measure it so you can track your water intake every day. Advice number 6 is don't forget your dessert too. I want to include this, and not just, dessert, maybe your cravings specifically, because this is the best thing that I've done in my entire journey. For the past few months, I learned how to listen to my cravings. I eat dessert after lunch, every day. Sometimes I have cookies, sometimes I have cake or chocolate. So why did I include this? I really thought about this advice, and I wanted to include this because it's so important to have a good relationship with food. This is probably the eating habit that needs a lot of patience and practice. Listening to your cravings and being mindful at the same time is not a joke. I want you to know that you shouldn't be afraid of eating a specific food or a food group. We're humans, okay? We have cravings, and that's totally normal. A slice of cake or a piece of chocolate isn't gonna make you gain weight, okay? What you need to look at is your eating habits when it comes to these types of food. Your sweets, fast food, processed food. It's the quantity, okay? You need to be mindful of the quantity you're consuming. Having enough of these a day is already good to satisfy your cravings. Trust me, you don't need to go beyond that. Enjoy your food, okay? And I'll repeat it again. You need to have a good relationship with food. So those are my advices for your eating and dietary habits. Now let's do a recap. Number 1 is eat your fruits and vegetables every day. Incorporate it into your meals. Number 2 is consume the 3 macronutrients. Don't forget your carbohydrates, your protein, and your fats. Number 3 is plan your meals. When you have a meal plan, you'll be more mindful of what you're gonna eat from day to day. Number 4 is don't skip your meals. Number 5 is drink 2 liters of water every day, okay? Measure your tumbler or a glass. Number 6 is don't forget to eat dessert or any cravings that you have. Starting these habits, do those that work for you, okay? You might not be able to do everything all at once. That's totally fine. Just do it slowly but surely, okay? Make sure that you will do these good eating and dietary habits. Again, this is a series called Build Healthy Habits with me, and today is just episode 1. And if you want to build healthy habits on the 3 other areas that I mentioned, please tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Thank you and see you again next time.